Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing on this fine, cold Tuesday night? I just thought I'd come on and do a quick update. And damn, I look pale on here. uh, Denise has just nipped out to Georgia's to drop something at her flat. I've got chips and everything on, and dripping all over. Steaks. Yuck. Put them on there. Soap and wet. It's just from the freezer, that's all. It's just water. So what's everybody been up to? Hope you're all good. I think there's any change here. There's nothing really going on here. Costa. No, there's not much going on. The weekend we went down to Whitley Bay. As if anybody's seen the shorts that were put up, went down to Whitley Bay, introduced Georgia's new boyfriend to the Rendezvous Cafe, which was good. He liked it because there's loads of people with dogs and everything there. Just shut the blinds. Surprisingly enough, we got wrapped up thinking it was going to be really cold, like it had been the rest of the week. And it was really warm. It was mild, so I was sweating. But it was good because there's loads of people out walking the dogs and everything, and we've seen the owner of the Rendezvous and had a chat with her, and we'll get on really well with her. Trying to think what else. Then we went to the Whitley Bay match. It was a cup match for the FA Vars. That was really good, and turns out behind the goal, which was really handy for me, behind the goal they've now got picnic tables. So I've got one right behind the goal thinking, excellent view, great. Planted me backside down for the match, not thinking that when they take a shot at goal, I'm in sort of prime place to be hit with the ball. I never thought of that, but so everything we had, like, with cups of Coke or coffee or Bovril or things were like having to be put on the seat beside us just in case. There was a couple of close calls where the ball just missed, and Georgia was with her boyfriend on the next table, and they nearly got hit. But it was good fun. It was a good match, and Whitley Bay won. I think it was 4-1 or 4-2, one of the two. Good atmosphere and lovely weather, like I say. So it was really good. Trying to think what I've got. Been quite a week so far. Just got paperwork and everything through from doctors and physios and stuff like that. Like evidence that I need for different things. Got a therapy call tomorrow. Pretty much that's about it. Got things I need to do for benefits and things like that while I'm off work. Thankfully, I do plan on going back to work when I'm fit enough. So, but at the moment, needs must. Got to claim benefits. But I've paid me taxes and everything for so long, so I might as well get something back off the government. Yeah, it's. I know some people. Now, this is just me putting my point of view across. I know some people frown down on claiming benefits, or people who claim benefits, things like that. Which, granted, yeah, there's some which they do the best not to work and rather live on benefits. But certain people, like myself, who, due to circumstances, have to claim them. So, you way to bed, Costa? Yeah. I'll say my way up. Yeah, so I'm in two minds. I know I need to claim them because we need the money coming in. And my brain says, well, I've not got a choice, so whatever. But this part of us wishes I didn't have to claim benefits, But there you go. That's just the way my mind works. And that's my frame of mind at the moment, full stop. Got physio stuff that I need to be doing, exercises, leg stuff, arm stuff. Sometimes I just, you know, whether it's not sleeping as well, it's not helping. If I get up and the last thing I want to be doing is exercises. But I know I need to be doing them to get myself better. I need to be walking more, stuff like that. So, really sort of like disappointed with myself for October, because I was trying to get my steps up and raise money for Shelter, which is a homeless charity. Got a couple of people sponsoring us, but I've not got the steps in that I wanted for one reason or another, whether it's me not feeling up to it or the weather's been awful. So I'm going to try and do it in November instead. Obviously, Shelter's already getting the money because the sponsors have come through, but I don't want to let them down, like get money for nothing. So I will try and get better steps in November instead. Gives us motivation, especially if people have been good enough to sponsor us. So yeah, what else is new? Trying to think. Can't remember if I mentioned, but it was on the shorts. Had an issue with the DVLA, which is the people who you pay the tax to for your car, the road tax, and without that you can't drive. Turned out I was driving since Christmas Day last year, illegally, without knowing it. They'd cancelled me road tax. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't get any notification to say it was cancelled. Nothing from the bank, nothing from the DVLA. And they also marked my car down as scrapped and destroyed. So I provided all the evidence. Once I found out that had happened, I provided all the evidence. I love the way it was like me that had to prove it. You know, it was their cock up. Had to provide all the evidence, photos and paperwork and stuff like that. So I got it all reversed, and the car's now taxed, but I've got back tax to pay from last December up until now, which is a pain in the backside. Money I'd rather not be paying out. But yeah, I've got my car tax now, so I can drive. I just haven't paid the back tax yet. It was absolutely pain in the backside, you know. I wouldn't mind the car's been not driven for most of the time. I've driven it a bit, but not most of the time. So I can't even claim that it's been parked up, because they'll say, well, you should have had it registered as parked up and not being used. So can't even get away with that. So I'll have to pay it. So, but yeah, that's that done. Can't think of anything else. George's bedroom, I'm using it as well, it's obviously a spare bedroom now. The bed's still in there, which I'm having to use when a certain person snores. But it's nice having somewhere to sit down with my laptop now and chill out. You know, chill out isn't. I couldn't really chill out anymore, to be honest. But somewhere nice to use me laptop away from, you know, the kitchen and things like that. It's nice and quiet. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I had a catch up with my neighbour today. I've hardly seen him recently, just with the cold weather and dark nights, which is what we find here. The neighbour, you see them all summer. You chat every day to them in the summer. When the winter comes, everybody just disappears inside. You don't see them for a couple of months. But yeah, seen the guy next door. Make sure he's all right, you know. Because if we see him, we know his sort of routine now. So if the routine sort of changes, I'm straight on text. Is everything okay? You know. With him being an old guy, I like to keep an eye on him. But yeah, I've been catching up with him, putting the world to rights and all that sort of thing. So yeah, and Georgia's at work today. Yeah, everything's going well with her in her flat, and with her boyfriend and everything's going great. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So I'll get going. It was just a catch up, you know. So hopefully I've had a couple of requests to do a live with Denise. So maybe it's at the weekend or whatever. We'll do that. We'll see how things go. How, you know, once got everything else I've got to do, you know, like shopping and all that sort of thing. Normal stuff. If we can fit it in, we'll get it in. But yeah, for the time being, look after yourselves, and you know, if anybody wants to chat, go across the Telegram, the Right Times group on there, or leave comments below. You know, take care anyway. Speak to you all very soon.